Hey guys, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Happy new moon in Capricorn. It's the 12th. Is it on the 13th or 12th, 13th? What is it, you guys? My sister said something about it today, but I was like, what day is it? So when she put the date in the message that she sent me, I was like, what day is it? And are you right about that? Anyway. How's Capricorn treating you all? It's a lot of work. Capricorn season, whatever you're doing, you got to push yourself, honey, because it's cold, it gets dark, eat fast, you get tired. You know? You got to push past your feelings sometimes. Child. Okay, let's see what's going on with today's Daily Dose. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Kendrick. Okay, coming to you from Bronx, NYC. Let's flip over these cards from the, ooh, okay. Yes, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it right now. So we got the rebirth card here, which is actually Pluto. This is talking about transformation and regeneration. But it's also a realization of what was holding you back due to your limited belief systems about what you thought that you could and could not do. And what you thought that you could not do was rise above your own BS. Okay? And stop looking in other directions to blame other people, right? We're giving tunnel vision here, okay? Now you've come out of this tunnel vision place. You see what I mean? The rabbit, the hare, represents regeneration. And it also represents intuition, clairvoyance as well. So something that you were dealing with, you were going to be dealing with anyway, because you knew you were going to do it before you got involved, right? So that's for some of you guys, right? And it's trying to achieve balance, but it's trying to achieve a deep level of spiritual balance, soul balance, right? So you've come to the end of a journey here because this is Pluto, and Pluto is the esoteric ruler of Pisces. Some people say that Pluto is actually exalted in Virgo, but I say that Pluto is exalted in Leo, and it's talking about transformative energy, right? We're talking about a seeing past the veil of our own illusion, because Pluto is also a co-ruler of the first house of Aries with Mars. But we're also looking at that veil of illusion here, okay? And the veil of illusion has brought you to this point, right? I'm realizing where I was getting involved, or I was too concerned, right? My heart was in it for the wrong reasons, right? Or was my heart in it to begin with? You know what I mean? Where is my heart, right? Some of you could be experiencing heartburn, right? This is competition. This is conflict. This is being shown how small you are. And this is also realizing that there are other people, you know, out there that are vying for the same thing. We're all looking for the same thing. We're all trying to succeed. You know what I mean? But to succeed doesn't mean that someone else has to fail, honey. Right? Because while all of these people are trying to succeed, one person can come away and feel like they're winning all on their own without having to beat someone else. You know what I mean? So that's what this is, knowing where your power lies, because your energy is a makeup of two people that came together, and it was very powerful. And here you are on this very earth today. You see what I mean? Here you are. That's the magic of you. The energy that was brought together by those two people, that was brought together by those four people, and those, and on and on and on. So we're talking about generational energy. We're also talking about breaking generational curses too, because this 5 right here, this 5 of Wands, is related to tradition. It's related to conservative energy, right? Some of you might be converting from one religion to another because you were finding it too conflicting with, you know, your true beliefs, you know, your beliefs that you acquire as you go through life, you know. And that's what these 5s are talking about. The 5s are talking about a realization, a slap in the face, right? Being aware of where your own limitations were, right? Because we don't know everything, you know what I mean? And we haven't experienced everything, right? So this is kind of like doing more of the same thing has only gotten you in the same position. So you might be feeling stuck. Some of you might be feeling physically immobile. So that means that you need to get up and you need to move around. You know what I mean? Because Saturn's talking about your physical body, and it's talking about your bones. We're talking about the chiropractor as well. That type of thing. You know? This is also talking about, moving your body. Exercising. Some of you need to do that. You can exercise at home. You know what I mean? If it's not too tight of a space. I know that it is not easy because at the beginning of the pandemic, I had to teach virtually from the apartment that I was living in, and it was very difficult. Or it was just kind of uncomfortable, right? Some of you could be uncomfortable right now. You know, you could be experiencing some back pain, right? And that could just come from you needing to move around. You see what I mean? Because when you don't work on something, that thing will decay. And this is Saturn in Leo, right? Yeah. So you need to work on your cardiovascular system. A lot of you guys do. Girls, everybody. You know what I mean? And this is also your ego being in check. You know what I mean? Right. The only check I'm getting is the one that I can cash at the bank. But then again, I'm not really trying to do anything that anybody can check me on. You know, and if they are, then, whatever. You know? Don't even get involved, right? How can I say that? Because I can be very opinionated sometimes about my views on humanity, and it's not necessarily political. It's usually compassion and understanding for humanity and how humans work and how they would, how they would just be of better service to one another if we realize that we were all basically placed here to help each other, to serve ourselves by serving one another, to respect our neighbor, all of that kind of thing. It's like all about respect, right? Anyway. This is right. And at work, it's about respect at work too. Some people could be feeling like they just have too much power and too much pull at work. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Anyway, we're releasing ourselves from this nonsense, right? And we're focusing on what's in front of us and leaving what's behind us in the dust. You know, this is achieving balance, right? And I was talking about humanity. I was talking about, what am I saying? Unconditional love, right? This is, also walking. You achieve balance through getting out and seeing things. You have to open yourself up to... Some of you just need to get out and get some air, right? And walk around, and that's how you just get moving, right? Because we were talking about the pain in the body and that type of thing. So just get up, get moving, walk around, You could even do some chair stretching. I mean, if that's, like, you could only, that concept is for, like, meditation and, like, opening up your joints. You can literally sit in one place and not move and, like, move around. But this is talking about lower back as well. So some of you could be experiencing some kind of lower back pain. Some of you could be experiencing some pain in the ankle, that type of thing. So you might even need to just kind of like roll your ankles out, do some foot exercises, that type of thing. Some of you could have pain at the bottom of your foot, and that's just plantar fasciitis, that type of thing. You know what I mean? But getting out and gaining perspective, and also just giving yourself the decompression time that you need, especially if you've been closed in. Sorry, it's been a long day. I've been cleaning. at the end of the road, okay? So some of you guys are about to experience a brand new start, you know? And this is good because you made a choice and you've made a decision for a brand new start. This is the esoteric ruler of Libra, okay? And it is the modern ruler of Aquarius, which is talking about higher mind, principle, knowledge, understanding. And it is also talking about an opportunity, right? So you are being objective, right? And you are pulling yourself out of any drama or anything that might be holding you back or weighing you down. This is feeling weightless, light as a feather, right? And understanding that like you have a purpose just like other people do. And you don't have to be drawn, you don't have to be what they make of you, you know? You're curating your own life. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that because I need to get going. I'm meeting my friend. He is visiting from Berlin and I cannot wait. Okay, somebody's going to try to offer you an apology. I see some love coming to some of you. The Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Two of Cups. Don't be afraid to share your feelings and don't be afraid to open up to people, you know, a little bit at a time. You'll get a benefit from that, you know what I mean? Work is really good. Some of you might receive an offer in terms of that. Some of you might be taking care of something that needed to be taken care of, some financial responsibilities, you know. Some of you might be receiving some money or some sort of return on an investment, perhaps, right? And that's Moon in Taurus, and that is exalted. So this is some need getting met, you know, and a level of comfort being elevated. You know, these are improvements in certain areas in your daily life. It could be improvements in the home, so maybe you need to change some things to bring yourself to, you know, an appreciation of your home, to reappreciate your home. Paint something, bring something in, add it to the space, you know, that type of thing, right? Yes, also eating food that is really good for you. So let's start eating clean. I did that today too, because Taurus rules the throat and the esophagus, and that leads to the intestines. And the 6th house, Virgo, rules the intestines and the digestive system. What is that shit called? I don't know what it's called. I have to look it up because I can see it in my head, but it's next to the pancreas, right? And it helps you process or begin to digest the food before it moves through the digestive system, I believe. I'm not really sure. Duodenum, something like that. Anyway, digestive system, okay? And the moon in Taurus is your gut and your stomach. So some of us need to go through like a sort of like detox or something like that, over the counter, you know, some things like that, holistic, right? So we're looking at holistic things to do, all right? Thank you guys. I love you. I will see you later. You know, maybe you want to make some kind of like organic teas, organic iced teas to drink to make it more like palatable for you, make it more drinkable. Maybe you want to actually make some kind of like juicing thing. Maybe you want to process, you know, some whole food items that way, right? Because it's what you're receiving and what you're processing and what you're digesting and what you're putting in your body that is kind of like associated with how you feel. You know what I mean? Okay. And your feet. I was doing reflexology the other day. Yesterday, actually almost passed out in the bathroom after doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I need to go lay down. And I was crazy yesterday. So I just slept all day long. Here I am today. Okay. Right, you'll find a lot of satisfaction when you do that. See the beauty in self-care, you know? There is beauty in self-care, honey. Living proof. All right, I gotta get going. I love you guys. I did a daily dose for 112. Here we go. 112. Y'all listening to 112? Somebody listen to 112 out there. Bye. Follow me on Instagram. NYC Kendrick, that's my personal account. And my tarot and astrology account is Providence Tarot. Sorry, I'm so crazy right now, y'all. Bye.